Thank you, Chairman and Administrator. Honestly, you're hard not to like. I just don't like the agency you work for. I think
that's a compliment.
I think it is a compliment.
That's as close as a compliment you're going to get.
For me, it's probably the best you're going to get. I'm a rancher. We have a cow-calf operation, and we see protein price going through the roof, and it continues to climb. And we have a hard time finding enough markets to go to right now. We have meat packers that are pretty consolidated right now, as we see the poultry consolidating faster for processing plants. We see the pork industry very consolidated, and yet now the EPA is coming out with new guidelines for ELG. And by your own admittance, you said that this is going to cause some plants to close. Is that good for the industry? Because on the other hand, you said you want to have, you guys have talked about wanting to have a more resilient meat and poultry and protein supply chain. How is this new proposed rule that you guys are running towards on your options for ELG, how's this positive for the cattle market? How's this positive for consumer when you see protein already spiking at higher prices than we have ever seen in the history of the United States? How is this positive for the consumer? How is this a positive move for the EPA to be making this move right now?
Well, I'll tell you that, number one, I hear you loud and clear. We're listening to our farmers and our ranchers as we look at...
Are you, though?
Well, we haven't finalized the rule, and we've taken a look at what we're seeing in terms of these discharges and trying to eliminate some of the negative environmental impacts from these discharges. But as we look at the...
But hasn't industry did a tremendous job on already changing a lot of their discharge? I mean, they have gone a long ways in where they were at 50 years ago to where they're at today, and yet it's still not even kind of good enough. So are you really listening to them?
Well, I will tell you, you make a very good point. And when we look at these standards, we do have people, the majority of the people in the industry are performing, are doing well. So we're trying to create that level playing field to bring some of those who are not taking those additional investments.
So, Administrator, then why wouldn't you just work with those individuals by themselves rather than making a new rule and affecting the entire industry? Because this is going to affect the entire industry, and this is going to add a tremendous amount of cost to every dinner plate and every breakfast plate and every sandwich served. I mean, you're already seeing prices because of minimum wage increase in California, where a hamburger at McDonald's is almost not going to be affordable. In 2013, people was laughing when I said, if we continue down this path, before long, you're going to be paying $20 for a hamburger at McDonald's. Is it so funny now? Because we're dang near there. And so this is going to add cost, sir, and you know it. This is going to add a tremendous amount of cost to protein when you could just work with a few of those bad apples rather than changing the entire industry on how they're discharging right now.
Well, the industry is moving forward and updating. So by law, we have to update our standards that match with where industry is going. And so in order to
they're meeting your standards today, and you're moving the goalpost again.
Some of them, many of them are exceeding.
Great. Well, great. Let them exceed. But why are you moving the goalpost? Why do you see the need to move the goalpost? Because you know, there's no way you can deny this. This is going to add cost to protein. Yes?
We have to update.
No. Is it or is it not?
We haven't finalized it, so I don't know.
You know it's going to.
I don't know.
Is it going to cost the poultry and the meat industry? Is it going to cost them to upgrade and spend a tremendous millions of dollars? The answer to that is yes.
We have to look at the benefits too. There are a lot of people who are benefiting from the industry actually moving forward and doing better.
Who is this benefiting from it?
Communities benefit from it.
The communities. You mean these same communities that's going to lose jobs when these industries shut down these plants?
We have to balance that.
These same communities that you're saying are going to benefit, are these same industries that's going to lose maybe the largest employer in their community?
What I would tell them is we have a farming and ranching federal advisory committee and a new agricultural office that is advising me specifically on the impacts, the technologies available, and what this means to their community.
And none of them are raising cattle like we do in Oklahoma. None of your advisories are actually doing that. They're professionals that work in colleges and universities that have a tremendous amount of theory, but they've never got crap on their boots before. I yield back.